What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how the song RAPSTAR by Polo G was produced, and now let's get right into it. RAPSTAR by Polo G is the third song in the Star trilogy to come out in the past year. First we had Rockstar by DaBaby, Summer Anthem, Billboard Hot 100 chart topper. Next we had Popstar by Drake coming in at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 when it released. And coming in next is RAPSTAR by Polo G. It's like the third evolution of all three of these songs, topping the Billboard Hot 100 this past week. Looking back at it, Drake really ruined this three-peat of Billboard Hot 100 chart toppers. I mean, how many #1 hits does this guy have? And this is the one time he can't do it. He copied DaBaby's naming convention, and he still fumbled the bag. Well, guys, guess who doesn't fumble the bag? I'll give you a hint. It's me, because today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Melodics. Are you the guy that walks up to a piano at your friend's house and plays this song? Or maybe this one? Well, it's time to stop your reign of terror and download Melodics. Melodics is an app that helps you learn to play your MIDI keys, pads, and even drums. It's not just another boring music course, guys. The app feels more like a game than practice, and each lesson gives you instant feedback and tracks your performance. The app is something for everyone, with hundreds of lessons crossing genres like hip-hop, reggae, and jazz. And the interface makes it simple to jump into a new course or maybe get a little more technical with an exercise. Anyway, if you're still reluctant to download, don't forget it's totally free to try out. Go hit the link in my description, use my code WTF-Kyle, and you'll get access to a special deal. Alright, we're jumping into FL Studio 20. We're at 81 BPM, you can see at the top, and we're going to start with the melody of this song, which is the ukulele. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, this song actually came from a demo with Einer Banks, who just played a ukulele pattern, and Polo G freestyled over it in a YouTube video. Since I don't play ukulele and I don't have one laying around, I'm going to go ahead and steal the original sample from YouTube of Einer Banks' demo with Polo. Alright guys, now that I got this downloaded, I just chopped up this sample and put it to match the tempo. This is what it sounded like originally. So if you can't tell, I got a lot of chops here. Each red box is a different part of the sample, but this is what I got. And since there's so many chops in the sample, I'm using reverb to kind of act like the glue and, tape all those things together, make them sound good. Love filter is going to cut out some of the high frequencies. Retro color is going to add more of a lo-fi vibe to it and some record noise. Then I throw in an EQ to kind of clean up the reverb that's in that sample a little bit, a compressor to get rid of some of the peaks, and then wider just to kind of separate this sample from the rest of the beat and also make it sound cooler. Alright guys, getting into the chorus of the song, right when he says cop the BMW, a piano is going to come in, and we are using Omnisphere. We're going to be using a Keyscape piano for this. Specifically the LA Custom C7 Cinematic. It's not my favorite piano, but it matches the vibe of the song really well. These are the notes that we're going to play with no effects on them. And then for effects, I'm throwing on reverb. Again, this is going to add an environment to that, make it kind of echo. Pro Q here, this allows you to get really technical with your piano. So if you see on this EQ, there's a dark gray line in the background and then a light gray line up front, right when we get to those lower frequencies. The difference between the dark gray and the light gray is what's being removed by this EQ that I've added. And the reason I'm doing that is we have an 808 that's taking up all that lower end space. Anything below 200 hertz is pretty much 808 territory only. So this will just make a cleaner mix overall and help the 808 cut through. That way the piano's not occupying that space. Next up in the chorus, we have a sub bass. I'm using the Pridge sidechain bass, very popular in rap. And here's the notes we're playing with no effects on them. I'll crank it so you guys can hear it. And then the last thing that's going to be playing in this chorus is the vocal sample that pretty much plays throughout this entire song. Ooh. This vocal sample is playing the downbeat of bars 1 and 3 throughout the entire song anytime this pattern shows up. And I layered it so there's a high sample and a low sample just 1 octave down. Alright guys, getting into the verse, right when he says something like, I ain't joking, do it sound like I'm kidding, we're bringing in the hi-hats. First hi-hat pattern, I'm using the BWB Wave RS hat number 1. This is the pattern, no effects. And for this hat, I just have an EQ boosting, around 11,000 hertz, it looks like. It's really just making it sound a little thicker, matching the song a little better. I have the 808 Mafia open hat playing the downbeat of every bar, similar to that vocal sample, except, twice as much. And then I have this Dr. Rim 1 sample playing beats 2 and 4, and then some accent notes. For that rim, we're just going to throw on a lot of reverb, again, to make it sound echoey, and then an EQ just to add some thickness to it in the higher end. Next, just to beat this up a little bit more, I have the BWB Wave RS snare number 6. And that's just playing these accents right here. That's what it looks like. Adding a kick to this verse, I have one of my most popular sounds I use a lot. It's the rat kick. And then on this kick, I have an EQ. Again, you guys know what that's doing. And then sausage fattener, because it's going to make your kick punch extra hard. Complementing that kick in our last sound in the verse is the 808s, and I think this is the exact 808 used in the song. It's the 808 kick 11 TCE out of the Spins kit. It might be called something different in your kits, but if you look for 80811, most likely will be it. This is tuned to an A, and here's what it sounds like. And I threw an envelope on it just to shorten it up a little bit. And here's our finished first verse. Damn guys, I've been calling this thing the wrong name the whole time. I did this in my last video. This is the chorus. And this is chorus part 2. And then we're going into the verse now. I'm going to show you guys what's going on in the verse. First off, our hat's pattern is switching up. It's 8 notes now, plus some little accent triplets right there. You hear the 808s moving a little bit more. That's because we also have some accent notes like right here. So here's the chorus, then here's the verse, a few switch ups. The rim that we were using before is going from its main roll, playing on 2 and 4, to a secondary roll. And we're actually bringing in the Luger slap clap, which is going to take the original rims roll and play on beats 2 and 4. So this is what the clap sounds like. And then guys, really the last thing we're adding to this verse is an extra rim that's going to play on beat 4 of bar number 4, right at the end of the phrase. And just to give you guys a little comparison of the actual song versus the beat I remade.
You might have a child, pop reverse, never put out a weak verse, homicides when we.
And that is the finished remake of Polo G's RAPSTAR. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments which song do you want me to remake next on this channel, and I'll see you guys next time.